I received something from the local council the other day telling me about what can be done to encourage the use of electric vehicles. And what they seem to be saying is that we should be encouraging the charging of electric vehicles in apartment buildings in Sydney. What I wanted to know, but I couldn't find anything on it, is whether a strata committee or strata council should be wondering whether it is safe indeed to allow not so much electric cars to be charged in a building, but whether you should allow them to be parked in a building. What is your view about electric vehicles?
Well, a couple of comments on what you said. Firstly, we would have to rewire the grid. Secondly, we would have to rewire the apartment complex. Thirdly, those who own car parks cannot get insurance if electric vehicles are parked there because they have a habit of catching a light, and when they're alight, you can't put the fire out. And thirdly, if you want to drive from your apartment block to the local Woolworths or Coles and back again, fine. But some people actually drive larger distances, and some people live in rural, regional, outback Australia. Over the weekend, I drove to Broken Hill and back from Melbourne. That's 860 kilometres each way. It took me less than a day to drive there. It would have taken me 3 to 4 days to drive there in an electric car. For a country like Australia, electric cars are just madness. If you live in a city where you think you should use electric cars, then obviously you could walk to or get public transport for whatever you want. We have not wired our cities or wired our apartment blocks to handle electric cars. And of course, if you drive an electric car, you are supporting a massive mining boom that must happen to produce the commodities for that car. You're supporting the massive use of coal so you can charge up that electric vehicle. You are using commodities that are mined by children as slave labourers in the Congo, and these children are employed by Congolese and by Chinese. So if you want to take a moral position about electric cars, you want to have a look at your own morals first.
When an electric car is charged, is that electricity always renewable electricity?
Pretty well all the time that electricity comes from burning coal. And if it is renewable, then you've still got a coal-fired power station burning coal for when the wind doesn't blow or the sun doesn't shine. So they're coal-fired cars. They're fired by fossil fuels. And it is absolute hypocrisy to claim that you are saving the planet by driving an electric car. You're not.